Okay, guys, we are so close. In this game, there are 3 challenges left, and that will include all of the challenges. They're not all optimized, but all the optional routes as well. If I don't go the optional routes, I only got 2 left. But let's try for Prime Factory and see what this is all about. Are you supposed to be here? This is a very difficult assignment. I have no idea how to do it either. For each thing in the inbox, send its prime factors to the outbox in order from smallest to largest. Oh my god, prime factors. So for 7, does it, wait, it's prime factors. 7 doesn't have any prime factors, does it? 12 does, because it's got 3. Two does not either. Let me make sure I understand what it means by prime factors. Okay, so prime factors are still confusing to me, even after reading them a little bit. But I clicked on a little guy. I forgot that I can do tell me more. What are prime factors? I have that written down here somewhere. They are the unique list of prime numbers that multiply together to result in a given number. What are the prime factors of 6, 2, and 3? What are the prime factors of 8, 2, 2, and 2? What are the prime factors of 5? 5. Still need help? Feel free to ask a friend or your local library, or get back to the elevator and leave this assignment for somebody else. Oh god, give me an example. If your inbox is 19.7, your outbox should be 2237. Okay. Wow, 399 steps or fewer with 28 commands. Prime factors. So we know how. So do I have to order prime numbers on the board? Like, what are you going to give me? What's the maximum number you're going to give me? Because if I can order prime numbers on the board. No. How about we come back to this one later and go to read coordinator. Okay. Hi. Pawn to b6 and check and mate. Yes, I win again. I find the game is most enjoyable when playing against the best player I know, myself. Each number in the inbox is an address of the tile on the floor. Send to the outbox the coordinates of that tile. Column first, row second. For example, an address of 6 has coordinates of 2 and 1. Okay. You may ask your boss for more examples. I don't need examples. I get it. Why give me 4? So I get a max? So 14 is going to be 2, 3. Somehow 14 needs to give me. So essentially, if let's inbox it. Let's copy it to the floor first. I don't need to. There would be no reason I would have to go into. Okay, they give me a 4 for a reason. Do I gotta do a count by 4s? Because if it's 14, let's say if it's 0, 4, 8, or 12, it's the first number is a 0. If it's 1, 5, 9, or 13, the first number is 1. So can I use that in any way, shape, or form to get me a out the coordinates of this thing. Okay, here's an idea. Let's label this is going to be my col, and this is going to be my row, and this is going to be my count. And my count, I only need actually to count up to 4. Before I inbox, let's copy from 14, copy to my count. Also copy to my col, and copy to my row. Basically, I need to inbox it. I'm going to put it on the ground. I'm going to jump if it's 0 to somewhere. Where it's going to, essentially, if it's 0, it's going to copy from my col, copy to, or excuse me, outbox, copy from my row, outbox, and start over. So the very first one, it's gonna, there we go. The very first one, if it's a 0, it's gonna drop 0, 0 into the outbox, which is right. Problem is, if it's 1, it's not gonna do anything yet because I have nothing in. So if it's not 0, what I need to do is I need to bump my col. Decrement my actual number. And then here we go. It's going to decrement my number, which is fine. Let's not decrement the number yet. We're going to bump the col. So I have col in my hand. I'm going to subtract column from 4. If it's 0, what I need to do is bump my column, or bump my row, and copy from 0 and copy to the column. So it increments my row. And then resets my column, so it jumps to the next row. The problem is if it's not 0, I need it to where does it wait. So I need to jump from here somewhere. And from here I need it to jump to back to getting my wait, do I ever like subtract it? Wait, I think what I need to do is I need to first sub 0, which I've not done yet, right? I need to sub 0 and start it again, where it's going to bump my column? Copy to 0. I need to copy from and then I need to copy it from there after it subs it. Oh no, it's in my hand already. So I need to copy it. What happens if I do this? Okay, so it grabs 14. 14 is not 0. So it increments my column. Checks. It's not 0. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oops. Shoot. Let me get this thing so he puts that down. I don't need it to subtract sub-0. I bumped column. Oh, I didn't need to sub. Shoot, I need to decrement. So I bumped my column and 15. Oh, bump column sub 15. That's right. If it's 0, it's got. This is not supposed to be a sub. It's supposed to be a bump. 0. There we go. So let's see. What do we got? We got 12, 11, 10. I didn't mean for it to do that exactly. Though 9 isn't even a 0. Why was a 0 acceptable in there? Oh no, because it wasn't 9 to start. So once it copied to my column, I need to then jump back to where it's gonna copy from. Oh my god. Here. But it needs to get the number back in his hand. Copy to call. I don't know if that's actually right or not. It says 11. Why are you going to the outbox? Why are you going to the outbox so quick? You jumped up to here. Oh, but you're holding a 0 in your hand. Copy to call. Where? Oh, that needs to be there. 0 should work just fine. Oops. That's good. Now grab a new one. Okay. I don't remember what the number was, but expected 1 but got 3. Oh, it's call first, then row. Shoot. So I've done this completely wrong because it checks the column. No, it iterates through the column. Hold on, wait a minute. Why did it expect that? Let's do a smaller number. 7. So let's see what happens with 7. 7 should give me a 3 and then a 1. Two. Did I... Is he incrementing incorrectly? Like, I don't mean he's actually incrementing incorrectly. Do I have him incrementing, like, 1 step too early? And I think I do. And I can't do a jump if negative, because it's supposed to be negative. I can't do a jump if positive either. So, hold on, where he actually does this comparison. Pump call. And then I subtract 15 and jump if 0. What if I jumped if negative? Hold on, let me copy from 14 and sub that from 15 instead and change this to a jump if... Oh god, I didn't see where that went. I think it went there. Let's see, 9 should be 1, 2. Well, that actually worked. 10 should be 2, 2. Really? Four. So it is about my incrementing was being done incorrectly. If it doesn't have 0 as a case, it would work. Like if it wasn't a row that was, or a column that was 0, it would work because 4 should have reset itself to 0. But if I change, I think if I changed this back from jump if negative and left it as a jump if 0, I think I would run into the same problem I did before, where it's not letting it go long enough. Well, that worked. No. Yeah, so something not right in code. Well, guys, I rearranged my code and I did it. It's not good, but let me show you what I did. Is I kind of changed a little bit of things around here, and instead of taking the first value and doing a jump if 0, see if it's 0 right away, what I did is I copy the value here and then I bump it down first and do a jump if negative, and that actually alleviated a lot of my problems. I did rearrange a little bit of this stuff, so if it becomes negative, it copies the column in a row to the outbox. If it is not negative, it's going to bump up the column. It's going to subtract 15 from it, because it's got column in its hand, subtract 15 to see if it's at the end of the column. If it is 0, it's going to then change the row and reset the column. If it's not 0, because it's still running the same column, it just goes back up to the top and does it again. And it always does that check if it's negative in there. So, I mean, that's all there is to it, and it works amazingly well, just not efficiently. It's got a lot more lines of code than they want me to use, and it goes through a lot more iterations. So there's a much better way to do this one, but this one actually does function and work, and it will work for a 0 case as well. Granted, he didn't give me one, but he didn't tell me that I've not done it for all the possible combinations. He says, success, you've done it. So as you can see, it works, and it's good. So that one wasn't so bad. Took a little bit of thought process to get it, but I'm, like I said, way above what I should be. But either way, besides the prime factory, this is the last level of the sorting floor. I checked out the new office. We've really climbed the corporate ladder together. Thank you. My supervising skills truly are adequate. Your skills are pretty good too. Whatever it is you do over there. So, are you ready? Okay, for each 0 terminated string in the inbox, sort the contents of the string, smallest first, biggest last, and put the result in the outbox. Repeat for each string. And he already gives me some code. What does this code do? I was curious what it's going to do. Not enough stuff in the outbox. Okay, so basically it looks like he puts... Does it go up to copy from 24? Copy to 20. So he's using 20 as my placeholder. Getting from the inbox, copying it to the location of 20. Jump if 0, because if it's the terminated string, then it's done. So that's where I start. Otherwise, it bumps 20 and jumps. So basically, he puts my string on the floor for me. And then I have to sort them. Now, I've done a sorting one before. I don't remember exactly how I did it. Didn't I do a bubble sort or something of the like? Should I just copy that code and paste it into here at this point now? But the thing is, it's a zero terminated string, so there could be more and more values, but pretty much you're going to take... How do you do the bubble sort? I essentially need to copy from... The 20 is my placeholder. Could I... I think I need another value for a starting point. I'm gonna copy from 24. I'm gonna not copy a 220 and copy a 221 as well. This is my last. And this will be my like first. Okay, so I pretty much then have to, after I get them all on the floor, I need to sort them in some type of way. So I need to then copy from 0. Oh, excuse me. Let's copy it from the value of first. I can't bump first, though. Let's call this second. Before I copy from first, let's bump second. So it's 1 over whatever the first one is. Copy from the value of first. I want to sub that from the value of whatever is in second. If it is, the first one is, if it becomes a negative, the first one is lower. So if it's negative, it does something. If it's not negative, basically I need to copy from second, put it as a placeholder, copy to like copy to like 15. Nope, sorry, copy to like 15. Copy from first, copy to second, copy from straight up 15, copy to first. So then I'll rearrange those first two values, but only the first two values if the first one is bigger. So did I do that wrong? I might have done that wrong. You can't bump with an empty. Wait, didn't I copy to? Oh, I didn't copy to second. So they're on the floor. So then he starts checking some stuff out. Okay, so he rearranged the first one, which is fine. I need him to take... Oh, man. Okay, folks, sometimes in life it's time to be honest with yourself and honest with everybody else. And I was unable to successfully complete the last two that I was missing on my own. Prime Factory number 40 and Sorting Floor number 41. I worked on it for quite a while and kept just bumping my head against the table. I probably could have come up with something in a super long solution, but instead what I did was I went to the forums and I found some people's code that works, and I'm going to show you and give them credit for their code. So let's go to the sorting floor first. Sorting Floors code I took from a person named Pola who posted their code up in the comment section, so I'm not stealing it. I'm giving full credit to them. They're the ones who came up with this. I went through this code. It's very short code, but it's very intriguing code on the way that it works, and it kind of does it lays everything out on the floor, and then it goes through and starts comparing the values with each other, kind of like a bubble sort, but not exactly. I still don't fully grasp how the whole thing works, but check it out. We'll let it run fully. Now, this is something like I said, I probably could have done with many hours of coding and much not as good code, much more spaghetti code than is already existent in this solution. However, this solution is really cool because it not only is short, but it meets the speed challenge by a lot. So this person put some real optimization into this code, and it's beautiful to look at if I could only understand all of it. But as you can see, he's running through and he's doing this whole thing, and even these super look how long this iteration is that it's going to take, because it's so many different letters that it's got to send to the outbox, and it's just crazy. But people have been able to do it. Like, he's only got one of these so far figured out as it goes and goes and goes to get to the end. Now, it is unfortunate I wasn't able to finish this game all on my own, but you know what? That's part of the fun of a community of a game like this, is there's so many people in the forums willing to share their solutions. Part of it's for bragging rights, and more power to them. Like, they have the right to brag about some code like this. Like, that is great. But I mean, people are sharing their solutions, giving people ideas in the comments thread of the Human Resource Machine forum on Steam. So it's a pretty cool community, and I really like it. But you'll watch that this will finalize this solution. It is done. It has worked. And it has worked so efficiently. 23 steps instead of the 34, and the speed challenge 659 versus 714. That is pretty amazing. So it gives both the little bubbles because it's done, as well as Prime Factory. I haven't even watched this code run yet. I haven't gone through this code. It's very long. The Prime Factory one I knew was going to be a problem. I mean, it is extremely long, but this code was from mread2. I put the little comments in the top to make sure they got full credit from the forums as well. So let's watch this thing. I have no idea how long this thing is going to take, but finding out like primes and max dividing and things like that, wow, that is impressive to say the least. And it's only two numbers that it's going to make you do as well. Look at him go. That's it, though. It was a success. It was a success. It did not meet the challenge of size. It did meet the speed challenge, however. That's pretty cool. But what does this all come down to? It all comes down to the end program. Congratulations.
Congratulations. You've really become an invaluable instruction follower.
Yes, don't worry, your job is safe. We've replaced you with this electronic box.
It's called a computer.
Oh
It
no.
iterates through a list of simple instructions called a program.
It has a small amount of memory to store data while processing, like tiles on the floor,
It has inputs.
and outputs.
Its simple instructions can be used together in infinite combinations to compute just about anything you can imagine.
A truly efficient worker that never sleeps.
It's going to change everything.
Please take your things and enjoy whatever it is you people do out there. Congratulations.
I got fired? Is it because I took those people's code at the end? It is, isn't it? Is that me leaving? Now I gotta go fight the robots? He's so happy. He's free. Maybe that's what he's wanted all along. Well, there you have it, folks. Human Resource Machine. 99% of it was me. The last 2 puzzles I couldn't do. But hope you guys enjoyed this series. I would love to see another game like this. It was a lot of fun. It got really complex and hard at some points, which is good. I like that. So good job, guys, on making this game. It was fantastic. Anyways, guys, I will see you in the next series.